Welcome to the strange world of crossbreeding experiments. From the curious case of Motty the Elephant to the prehistoric Iron Age pig, some of these creations will leave you wondering if science should have let nature take control. Here are the top 10 crossbreeding experiments the government tried to hide. Number 10, the Wolfdog. Heading back to prehistoric times, the Wolfdog is an incredible, terrifying hybrid. It's the result of crossbreeding between domestic dogs and, you guessed it, wolves. This unique mix has existed since prehistoric times, with early humans domesticating wolves thousands of years ago. Now, the Wolfdog still maintains a stronger connection to its wild origins than most domesticated dogs. Historically, these hybrids were prized for their hunting skills, sharp senses, and loyalty in battle or in guarding. Sounds like the ideal pet, my gosh. Even today, some people are fascinated by wolf dogs and attempt to keep them as pets, although their care requires specific expertise due to their unpredictable nature. Yeah, a dog with unpredictable nature. What can go wrong, folks? Number 9, the Cheetoh Cat. Not to be confused with him, although he's pretty cool. In 2001, Carol Dryman introduced the world to the Cheetoh Cat, an exotic hybrid created by crossing a Bengal cat with an Assa cat. The goal was to capture the wild beauty of a cheetah in a domestic pet. Because wouldn't that be ideal? Wouldn't that be cool to have that? And surprisingly, it worked. The Cheetoh Cat is muscular, playful, and highly energetic, with a distinctive spotted coat resembling its wild counterpart. These cats are known for their intelligence and social nature, often bonding strongly with their human owners. Now, despite their popularity, their creation of designer pets like the Cheetoh raises important questions about the ethical implications of animal breeding purely for aesthetics. Yeah, you can't just make animals because you want to be cool, right? Motty the Elephant. Motty, born in 1978 at the Chester Zoo, was a rare crossbreed between an African and an Asian elephant, two species that generally don't interbreed in the wild due to their different habitats and behaviors. This is already feeling like Jurassic Park. His birth was a landmark moment for animal science, offering researchers this unique glimpse into the possibilities and also the challenges of hybrid creations. Now, unfortunately, Motty only lived for a few days, but his existence sparked interest in the genetics of these two majestic species. Right now, we're trying to bring mammoths back to life, so this could be the key right here. Understanding hybrid elephants could potentially aid in their conservation, especially as both African and Asian elephants are right now facing threats from habitat loss and poaching. Could be the key to their survival. Or we could make Jurassic Park. One of the two. Number 7, the Parrot Cichlid. The Parrot Cichlid was a vibrant and somewhat controversial hybrid fish. Yeah, you thought I was gonna say bird, didn't you? Got ya. It was first bred in Taiwan during the 1980s, and it's known for its striking orange color and unusual mouth shape, which gives it a distinctive beak-like appearance. Hence the name. While visually stunning, this hybrid fish has been criticized for the health problems that its genetic manipulation can cause. Its beak-like mouth makes it difficult for the fish to eat properly, raising, of course, ethical concerns about creating animals, again, just for aesthetics, at the expense of their well-being. Should we continue to create hybrid animals if their well-being is compromised, just because we want to see, I don't know, a cool beaked fish? Or are these hybrids just another form of artistic expression through genetics? Both are terrible. Number 6, the Iron Age pig. A pig with medieval armor. What is this guy going on about? The Iron Age pig is a hybrid between wild boars and domestic pigs. It was created in Europe during the 20th century as part of experimental archaeology. Now, the goal was to create the pigs that ancient humans would have interacted with, allowing researchers to better understand prehistoric farming and animal domestication. Yeah, bring back the medieval pigs. Let's do it. They're gonna take over. These hybrids, they're hardy, they're adaptable, and they can thrive in rough environments, much like their ancient counterparts. Yeah, they made it through the Dark Ages, so I think they're good now. In addition to academic research, the iron pigs are still bred today for historical reenactments and occasionally for special agricultural purposes. The Lepjag is a crossbreed between a leopard and a jaguar. Nailed it, that's exactly what you thought. And it was first bred in captivity during the 1950s. These rare hybrids combine the sleek agility of leopards with the muscular strength of jaguars, resulting in a strikingly powerful and unique big cat. Very big cat. The Lepjag's patterns, behavior, and builds have intrigued science for decades, though these hybrids are not commonly found today due to ethical concerns about breeding large predators in captivity. Yeah, we're trying to get rid of zoos. Meanwhile, some guys are like, let's make more animals. While they remain an oddity in the world of hybridization, some researchers believe that studying these hybrids, like the Lepjag, could provide new insights into big cat conservation and genetics. Because apparently, I'm allergic to cats personally. I'm a dog guy. What are you? Comment down below. Dogs? In 2006, a hunter in the Canadian Arctic made an incredible discovery. Also really scary. What a pants if I found this one. A Grizzly-Polar bear hybrid. Oh boy, also known as the Pizzly or the Growler bear, whatever sounds more fun to you. These hybrids have become more common in recent years as climate change drives grizzly and polar bear habitats closer and closer together. Exhibiting characteristics of both parents, the Pizzly has the size and white fur of a polar bear, but the more aggressive nature and omnivore diet of a grizzly. So this thing's gonna take over the world. We're making the strongest bear possible. Scientists are eager to study these hybrids as they may offer important clues as to how animals will adapt to this rapidly changing climate that we live in. But could these hybrids represent nature's response to a warming world, or are they simply a rare anomaly brought on by environmental stress? The Jagal is a crossbreed between a jaguar and a smaller wild cat like a leopard, and it was first bred in captivity during the 80s as part of this genetic experiment. Because back then, what else are you gonna do? These hybrids are known for their strikingly beautiful coats and robust physical strength, these traits that come from their powerful big cat parentage. That's what we want, that's what we love, and what we admire. They offer scientists a unique opportunity to study the genetics of behavior of big cats, but this time in controlled environments, until it breaks out and eats all of us. However, ethical concerns about breeding large predators for experimental purposes have limited the extent of these studies. I'm on the fence for this one. I want to see a cool cat, but I don't like the fact that it's just stuck in a box its whole life. You know what I mean? I'm here for science, but I'm also here for the furry friend. I don't like it. Interesting, but I don't like it. Number 2, the Tuli-Hybrid. In the 1990s, African cattle breeders began experimenting with crossbreeding indigenous Tuli cattle with other breeds to create these hybrids that were more resilient to disease and able to thrive in harsh environments. Again, we're just making animals to better suit our needs. Love a human being. These Tuli-Hybrids are prized for their ability to withstand arid climates and produce high-quality beef, making them an important asset to farmers in southern Africa. It would solve a lot of problems, I'll admit that. Now, as the global climate continues to change, hybrids like the Tuli could become even more valuable in regions where farming conditions are tough and could get even worse. Could these hybrid cattle offer a solution to the growing problem of the food insecurity in a world facing climate change? Or will they remain just another agricultural experiment just stuck in a box somewhere and now on a list? Hopefully the first one. And finally, number 1, the Zubron. The Zubron is a hybrid between European bison, also known as a Wisent, and domestic cattle. It was first bred in Poland in the 1970s as part of an effort to create a hardier, more disease-resistant breed. Now, Zubrons are larger, they're stronger, they're more badass, and more resilient than either of their parent species, making them ideal, of course, for labor-intensive tasks in these harsh climates. Although the Zubron never achieved widespread popularity, it remains a fascinating example of using hybridization to tackle agricultural challenges. Again, that's the goal, that's the main goal for most of these on this list. Could this massive hybrid have paved the way for future innovations in sustainable farming practices, or is it simply a forgotten chapter in the history of animal breeding that we've talked about here on Bumblebee today? You comment down below and let us know all your thoughts. I've been your host, Taylor McWaters, and we'll see you next time on Bumblebee. Peace.